Hello everybody. Okay, it's working. We're just trying to make sure that we cover you that you guys receive us on all platforms. Like I said, for some time now, we've been working on a couple of things, including our website and all our social media platforms. So very soon we'll be able to reach you with more more videos, more useful content, more advisory videos, and lots more. We would like to apologize for some topics that it looks like we abandoned. We didn't abandon them. The truth is that we have videos that we've done, but you know, posting them on YouTube, posting them on Facebook, there's lots of issues. So we don't want to cause trouble for ourselves and for other people who really are tuning into us. So we have an expert who is working with us to make sure that things are done properly, that our codes are correct, and we post correctly. Those of you on YouTube, we want to keep thanking you for subscribing. If today is your first day on our channel, please make sure that you subscribe. For those of you on Facebook, this is the first time we're transmitting our YouTube live direct in Facebook. We're just giving it a trial. If it works out, we'll do more of that. If not, we're going to be doing most of our videos on YouTube until YouTube and Facebook resolve their differences. We are just the ones who are taking the heat for whatever is going on between these two companies. If you don't know already, well, I need to tell you that Facebook and YouTube have issues going on between them. All right, we have the first person who is a first YouTube guest. Since this is a trial transmission from YouTube, I'm gonna wait to have a few of you log in and hear what we have to say today. Please remember, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. If you subscribed before 2018, you need to subscribe again because that channel is no longer there. We realize we need to repeat this because a lot of people think they already subscribed, but they are not really subscribed. So please, if you subscribed before, you need to subscribe once more. Okay, thank you so much for coming on, whoever you are. Okay, today we're going to be talking about traveling. The reason is because March break is in a few days, actually, in a couple of days, less than 2 weeks from now, here in Toronto, Canada. We're going to be having March break, and several parts of the world, a lot of you are going to be going for March break, which is also the Easter holiday, right? Okay, so we want to make sure that you guys travel safely. You do the right things. We don't want you traveling and then coming back with stories that touch the heart. All right, so the first and foremost place to start with is booking your vacation. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what is going on with you, don't ever regret taking a vacation. You owe it to yourself. You work so hard. If you can take a vacation anytime, some kind of vacation, they call it staycation, where you don't have to travel very far, where you just stay around your neighborhood or within your city. But it's always good to get away. I look forward to it. Any opportunity I have, I get away with my family. Okay, so do that. It is very good for you. I'm gonna be looking at different cameras. I have like 3 cameras in front of me, so please, if my eye moves from one camera to the other camera, please try to understand. I'm just trying to, there's a camera here, there's a camera there, and there's another camera here, so please forgive me. Okay, now when you're booking your vacation, make sure that you book through a recognized and trusted travel agent. It's better to book with the local travel agent, somebody that you can go to their office, and if there's any problem, you can sort it out with them. But these days of online business, you can also look for a reliable, verifiable agent online and book your vacation with them. There's also vacations that offer you some tips that that will make your vacation cheap, where they will ask you to maybe go and listen to a presentation or something like that for a couple of hours, and because of that you get a cheap rate. If you can afford to do that, do that. Hey, if you got like 6 days to spend and you spend some hours in one day of the vacation to get a huge almost 50% discount on your vacation, that's something you should try. Make sure that you find out the details about their cancellation policy. If anything happens, make sure that you get your money back, because sometimes you plan a vacation and a member of your family is sick or something happens in your workplace and you cannot go on vacation. Make sure that you know about their cancellation policy. Ask about extra charges, service charges, etc. Whenever I go on vacation, except it is not offered in that country, but I make sure we take an all inclusive package. All inclusive package guarantees that you don't have to worry about tipping the servers or anything. You just go in there, you eat your food, you drink whatever you like, you enjoy the games in the resort, and you don't owe anybody anything because everything is already paid for. You already paid for the service charges, so the tips, you don't worry, because those tips can be a big strain on what you're doing. You can come under so much pressure because people are asking you, they look at you one they look at you in a certain way, and they want a tip from you, and if you don't give them the tip, then it affects how they relate with you and how they relate with your family while you're on the resort. Okay, so ask about those charges. Read in between the lines and ask for written verification. Whatever you don't understand, write them an email and make sure that they reply, so there's a record of where they promise you that these things and these things are what you're going to be charged for. There's no extra charges, there's no ambiguous statements from them. Everything is clearly written in black and white. Make sure they write you a reply. Also, reaffirm your hotel booking, airline, taxes, etc. Don't take it for granted. When they tell you that they booked you on KLM, Swiss Air, whatever, Canada Air, make sure you call the airline company. Don't just take the word of the agent for it. Call the airline company, confirm that the date they said you're booked, you are actually booked on the airline company's record. The hotel, call the hotel, make sure you get a confirmation from them. The taxi company, make sure that they have you booked to pick you up at the airport at that day. I will talk about this taxi thing down the road. Check the political relationship between the country you're traveling to and your country of origin. I live in Canada, and if I'm going to travel to anywhere, what I do is I check out what is the relationship between my country and the country I am visiting. I also call Department of External Affairs from whichever country from wherever you're living, and make sure that you are allowed into that country and that traveling to that country will not be a problem for you. Find out what happens if you run into any problems in that country, if there's an accident, if there's an unforeseen political situation there. Does that country and your country relate in such a way that your safety is guaranteed? Or will your country say, no, you're on your own, we didn't send you to that place, there's no relationship, we don't have nothing, our embassy is not even in that country. So please find out. Before you leave for your vacation, plan for your mail to be picked up at home. This is what you should do when you're leaving. We're talking about your home right now. You've planned the vacation, it's confirmed. Just before you leave, make sure that you arrange for your mail to be picked up so your mails are not dropped or your letterbox gets filled and then people come and pick your mail. So plan for it. Leave a car parked in your driveway. When you leave a car parked in your driveway, then people don't, I know some of us just drive to the airport. I do it a lot of times too, but if you can, keep the car in the driveway. That way, don't park it in the garage. That's what they're saying. Keep it in the driveway. That way they don't know whether you're in or you're out. You can also leave a light on. Sometimes that indicates that somebody is in there. All right, you can actually put if you're light, but that's complicated. But if you have a way, there are these lights that you can control through your phone. So you can control it from wherever you are as long as you have internet. You can turn on the light in your house. You can blast the stereo in your house. You can do so many things. Please research. They sell it in Home Depot. They sell it in a lot of home hardware shops. Buy these light bulbs, speaker system, heating system that you can turn on and off right from your phone, whether Android or your iPhone. You can control it from wherever you are. You can also control your cameras right now from wherever you are around the world. So do that so that you can monitor what is happening in your home. Keep a list of documents and a copy of your passport with a relative or your friend. For adventure in the place you're traveling to, anything happens to you, you can call these people and tell them to send you an email of those documents. You could lose your bag, you could lose your property, there could be a fire, something might happen to you. You can even lose your bag containing your documents in your flight. Make sure that there's somebody that you leave a copy with so that they can send it to you when you need to. Now, leave an itinerary and emergency contact, save emergency numbers. Please have a number on your phone that people can call on if anything happens and they come in contact with your phone. Let's talk about renting a car. If you're going to rent a car, make early reservations for better deals. If it's not only with cars, with hotels, with the airline, if you decide on time and you book early, you're going to get better deals. So please make sure that you book these things on time. And then, vacation is something you decide at the beginning of the year. We're going to go on vacation. I'm settled. And then you can start to pay. Some of you, they can give you a payment plan. But if you do that on time, you get better deals. Well, I wish we had done this program long before now, because if you're planning for March break, it's almost there. You might not get any deal because this is like rush hour. Every parent wants to travel with their kids. Most parents. Now, rent from a reliable company. You see, when it comes to renting a car, please rent from a reliable company. Sometimes you rent a car, by the time you return the car, you see that you did not consider so many fine prints that now you have to pay like 3 times what they advertise as the price of renting the car. So rent from a reliable company where what is their bond, they mean what they say and they say what they mean. You don't go and end up with a car that is rickety and will break down on you, and then you have to pay for it. Traveling by car, if you're going to be going on a road trip with your family, that's nice. You can rent a car. If it's a very long trip, my advice is that you rent a car so that your own car doesn't take on the wear and tear of that long drive. But you can also use your family car. But if you're traveling by car, have an emergency car kit. You have to learn how to do this emergency car kit. There's emergency compressed air that you can use to inflate your tire if your tire goes flat. You don't have to. You just plug it in. Just a little canister like this. I used to have it when I used to be a biker in Nigeria. You have these small cylinders, and if your bike has a flat tire, you just plug it in and you twist it, and it just pumps your tire and allows you to get to the next gas station or a place where you can repair your tire. But have such things. They have also these tire inflators that you can just plug to your cigarette compartment, and it will inflate your car. Always drive with your doors locked, because you may stop in a place and somebody rushes your car and tries to open it. Make sure that your doors are locked. Most cars lock automatically, but please make sure that they are locked. Avoid deserted streets and shortcuts. Please stay on busy roads as much as possible. Shortcuts are sometimes not really short. Park in well-lit areas at night so that you don't attract hoodlums to your car, and then you can prevent a break into your car. Excuse me. Inform someone when traveling to a remote place. That's why we say it over and over and over again. We cannot overemphasize the importance of having friends. You cannot walk alone in this life. You have to have friends. You have to have people that you trust. Nobody is perfect. People are going to disappoint you. People are going to break your heart. But you cannot afford to be a loner. You have to have friends. You have to have confidence. You have to have people that you rely on. You have to belong to a society. Don't just isolate yourself. When you're traveling like this, let them know. Let 1 or 2 people know that you're traveling and tell them about your trip. Never leave valuables or luggage visible in a parked car. When you park your car, please Cover the bags, hide them. Don't, because somebody's going to walk by your car and look inside. If they see any valuable, they will be attracted to break your car and take it. Something like GPS, your phone, charging in your car, and all those sort of things. Keep them away. Keep them out of sight. Your wallet, they will definitely break your car because of an exposed wallet. Now, check your car tires before leaving. Check your oil. Check everything. Have a well-planned route with a map. Make sure GPS is good now. Cars have GPS now, but if you don't, please go to Google Map, print. I will advise you to print the route you're taking because electronics can disappoint you. So it's important that you print it and make sure that you study it. If you get sleepy while driving, find a safe place and nap. I've discovered that even a 2 minutes, it may sound ridiculous, but even you just closing your eyes for 2 minutes when you're sleepy, it does you a world of good. But before you do that, make sure you park in a safe place, like maybe a gas station or a grocery store or somewhere, a stopover on your route. Park there and take a nap. You don't lose anything by taking a nap. Set your alarm clock. 5 minutes is enough for you. Now, have enough gas in the car, have a working phone, and backup power. If your phone is, well, no matter the kind of phone you have, it's important to buy, they have these power packs that you buy. If you can buy the power pack, I advise you to buy it for your trip so that if you're not able to charge your phone before you get to the next point where you want to rest or something, please buy that pack and then you can use it to back up your phone, you know, because sometimes you may need to stop the car and rest, and some people, their cars don't charge when it is not running. So that backup power is very, very important. Well, that's about traveling with your car. How about if you're traveling with air? If you're traveling by air, have a photo ID at all times. Please have your photo ID at all times. You have your international passport, yes, but also have a photo ID, like your driver's license or something like that. If you don't have the original, then make a photocopy and have it on you. Keep your carry-on luggage to a minimum. Don't carry big things in your carry-on. Take only the things that you need to take. Don't pack valuables in checked-in luggages. There's tons of videos on YouTube where people, you see them opening bags, tearing them, banging them. If you have valuables in those things, I don't know how they know these things, but maybe they have scanners or I don't know, but they somehow get to those valuables and they take it out of your luggage, and when you get your luggage again, you see that your luggage is intact, the zip is not ripped, the key is not broken, but your valuables are gone. So please don't leave valuables in your checked-in luggage. Have them on your carry-on. Now watch out for stage distractions in an airport. When you're in an airport, please don't be distracted by anything. There could be I traveled to China once, and en route to China we stopped. I don't even remember one Asian country where we stopped, and I'm telling you, the place where we were standing, it was late in the night when we arrived. For some reason they had to keep us somewhere and we had to wait for the bus to come and pick us. This is right inside the international airport. While we were there, we had these hoodlums. They were just moving around us, creating distractions. Thank God that before they could do anything, we had the bus arrived and took us away. But we were close to our bags, all of us that dropped there, and we were cautious and we didn't allow ourselves to be distracted. So when you're in an airport environment, don't be distracted. Yes, there's this girl wearing a see-through dress parading around you. That could just be a distraction for them to steal your things. So men, please watch out. And women too. There could be this guy with 10 packs and you're looking at him and they steal your purse. All right. Watch out. Never leave your luggage unattended. They tell you that every time in the airport. If you leave your luggage unattended, go and watch YouTube too. You see how people sneaking things into your bag, and just for you to carry it for them, and if they catch you, you're in trouble. Okay, tag all your luggages. Don't leave your luggage on tag. It looks funny sometimes and looks very childish, but we always tie colors of cloth on our luggage, so when it's coming out you can identify it easily. Don't be so stylish that you don't want, oh, it looks nasty, I don't want that thread on my luggage. Okay, now, till you lose your luggage, then you know. When using a taxi, I'm particularly concerned about this because today I saw on Facebook a family friend of ours traveled, and then the son ran into some bad people in a taxi, and they really, we're so grateful to God that the story ended well. So we were really shaken by that story. We were touched, and we thank God for the guy's life. But that makes me talk about, we need to be extremely careful when we are in a taxi. If you can, please avoid. For me, whenever we go on a holiday, we just book a resort, we stay in the resort, do everything that we have to do, and come back. But it's not all the time that you go on a trip and stay in one place. Sometimes you need to go sightseeing, you need to move around. So, but if you're going to book a taxi, use only designated licensed taxis. I will use a taxi that has an emblem on it, that is a yellow taxi with taxi on it, with whether yellow, black, brown, green, whatever, but it is a marked taxi, not the taxi without, like a plain taxi. I wouldn't do that. The uncolored taxi, I wouldn't do that. Now make sure the taxi driver is the person pictured in the taxi license. You notice that most taxis, when you go in, there's this thing on the behind the driver, that board, that's his license. You notice that the picture of the driver is there. It's an international, I think it's an international thing that they do. Every country you enter, taxi drivers have it. Make sure that the person in that, once you enter, make sure that the person on that license is the person driving the car. How do you know? You just look up on the rear view mirror in front of the driver, and you'll be seeing the driver directly. If he refuses, just talk to him and he'll raise his head and you'll see him. All right, so make sure there's a person there. Be alert always. Be alert. Take notice of your environment. If I enter the car, I press the thing down by myself. Okay, sometimes what I do is, if they're directing me to the back, I stay in the front. If they're directing me to the front, I stay in the back. Most times I stay in the front because passengers mostly stay at the back. So if somebody is planning something for you, they will plan as though you're going to be in the back of the taxi. But whatever, be alert and watch what is happening, please. Use only designated taxis. Be alert always. Have the hotel book the taxi for you. Anytime we travel on vacation with a family, we make the hotel book the taxi for us. We're going to go to town, we make them book the taxi. Whenever we get to town and finish whatever we're doing, we try to make sure that the people book the taxi for us. The reason is that at least they would book people that are reliable and people that they've worked with and people they can trace. They can trace in case of any emergencies or anything that happens. Now, please don't try to just flag taxis on the road in a strange land, because there's a way that tourists look. It's easy to smell someone who doesn't live in a place. I don't know how that happens, but trust me, there's something about you that shows you are a JJC, and they will take advantage of that. Now, at your hotel, be aware of your surroundings. Like we say always, whether in your hotel, in the car, in the plane, when you're traveling, do not just allow yourself, do not be distracted. Be aware of your environment always. Review escape routes in the hotel. When you're walking along the corridor or from the lobby, you see this small signs where they draw a diagram of the hotel and they show you where you are and they show you the escape routes. Please make sure that you take note of that and you study it, and you know that if anything goes wrong, this is the way I'm going to escape. Don't jump through the window of a 20 of a 15th floor hotel because you did not check the escape routes to follow. What else do you do in a hotel? Make sure that the room phone is working. Once you get in, take that phone and make sure it's working. If it's not working, make sure they fix it. You never know when you will need it. Don't say I have a cell phone, I don't have need for that phone. No, you do. If you travel, there's a travel door alarm. If you can get it, please do, because that will make sure if you put it on your door, if someone tries to open the door, even if they just push it a little bit, some of them come on when somebody touches your doorknob. Some come on when somebody tries to push your door. When there's a noise on your door and you're sleeping, the alarm will come on. Invest on it. I think it's like $25-$30 or even less. If you can get that, that is good. But check with the hotel desk when you get knocks on your door. Ask them, did you send somebody? I didn't send anybody. Confirm visitors with the hotel desk. Use valet parking when available. You might think, oh, why am I using valet parking? They're expensive, but that will guarantee that the hotel is responsible for the car that you are using. Lock your room windows and doors at night. Never invite strangers into your room. It doesn't matter what they are selling to you. It doesn't matter how they're dressed. If you don't know them, don't let them into your room. Never leave cash or valuables in your room. Use safety deposit boxes if available. The reason why you use them is that the hotel is responsible. You lock your box, you're going out, you take your key, or you even submit it to them and you tell them this is what's in my box. But a lot of times you take the key with yourself, by yourself, or most of them have numbers actually. You just set the number there and you know the number of the safe deposit box. But all in all, just be very, very aware of your environment. Report lost stolen items to the hotel or the police. Don't waste time. Once anything is missing, contact the local police and you report to them. 2 more topics and we're done. When sightseeing or visiting your country home, I'm from Nigeria. A lot of us are from other places. When we're going home, these are things that we think we should do. Or when you're visiting like the countryside from the city where you're living, or when you're just going on sightseeing in a foreign land, don't flaunt jewelry or cash. Don't go and wear your bling bling even though it's cheap, but you want to show people that, yo man, we are the guy, you know what I'm saying? This 20 karat gold, I'm chilling. This you put that, that dollar thing with bling bling, and it's cheap, it's nothing, but because of that, somebody will come after you and they'll think it's expensive and they will snatch it, or they will point a gun at you and one accident happens. You don't even want to attract that. You don't even want to have to explain to them that it's not expensive. Why would you get into that kind of trouble because of your bling bling? And even if it's expensive, what we're saying is don't flaunt it. It will not kill you. For that 1 week that you're on vacation, if you don't wear that big wristwatch, the gold, please just leave it for 1 week. Just be ordinary. Keep away from stray animals. Don't go and be touching every dog, okay? And say, hey, I see this police dog. Oh. The dog will bite you and give you rabies. Okay, be alert when using an ATM machine. A lot of ATM machines have cameras, installed under them. You don't know, and then they will just copy your ATM card or your credit card, or they will just take a picture and duplicate your card and zap your whole money. So when you're on vacation, when you're in a foreign land, please be aware of how you use your cards. Don't carry more cash than you need at a time. Please carry only cash that is necessary. Don't come to an event and change, because when you change $100, the currency that in the place where you're visiting becomes like 10,000 of that money, and you change one denomination of their currency, and then they carry it like this, and then you're spraying money and letting people see you. No, that is you that's trouble waiting to happen. So don't do that. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Okay. Avoid deserted streets and dim areas. Please stay where there is light. Somebody may have been telling you and waiting for the time when they can catch you in a bad junction, in a dark place, and then they waylay you and try to attack you. Select certified tourist guides. Go online and read reviews about the tourist guide you're choosing. You will see what people have said about them. Check out their rating. If it's not good, please stay away from them. Ask for directions only from your hotel. Don't ask somebody to please show me the way back to my hotel, and they show you way back to their own hideout and they molest you. Please. Even by the way you talk, people can tell that you're a stranger. Even if your English is impeccable, your French, your German, whatever. Once you move from an area to another area, there is a way that the people speak that will give you away when you start talking. Always look confident when you are outside your hotel. See anybody say, "Good morning, how are you? My name is Chidi." No, that's not what I mean. But be confident. Don't look confused and lost, and then you'll be looking at the skyscrapers and counting them. Now wow, this thing is boy, see building, no. No, don't do that. On social media, finally, be careful when giving out your location. Number one, guilty. Every time I travel, every time we travel, we do live videos. We are here now, we're at the airport, we're boarding the plane, we landed. But please be careful, be careful. You gotta know where you are. You have to be careful how you give away your position, because someone can immediately use that to know where you are, especially if you're going to a place where people know you, like maybe your village or your country home, your country of origin. You say that I'm around, they know when you landed. You say this is the hotel where I am, you take a picture showing the hotel. You're telling the whole world how to get you. What I think you should do is, sometimes if you do a video, you post it after. Hey, KV is online. Thank you, KV. You do a video and you post it after. Like if you're in one destination, you do a video and then you post it when you have left that destination. So when they're coming to look for you, you're already a step ahead of them. Or you post the next day. Be cautious with live videos. I already said that. Post pictures after you have left the location. So when they come there and say, "Where's Chidi?" I say, "No, Chidi has left the building." All right, guys, that's our tip for tourists and for travelers, and for those of you planning a vacation. We wish you a fun time with your family. Please, please, please don't stay indoors with the kids. Don't give them iPad to play from morning till night. Don't go and get a babysitter to just sit with them throughout this match break. Get them busy. Don't just go and dump them in a what do they call this program, match break program or whatever. Summer. Don't do that. Plan to go on a vacation with your family, even if it is 1 day, 2 days. If you cannot go very far, go somewhere around. As I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. Until we come your way next time, this is Chidi and Erica from our studios in Toronto, Canada, signing out. Oh, okay. People are still watching me. It's over. It is over. Bye bye. That was a good YouTube. Please leave us a comment. Subscribe if you have not. But we're gonna do this a couple more times. KV, thank you for coming on. Everybody that came on, thank you so much. And this is Chidi and Erica signing out on YouTube.